Good morning and happy Monday. Hope you all had a nice weekend staying at home and washing your hands and not touching your faces. Miss Camp coming to you from home. Let's talk about news this week. So, our news headline here is COVID-19 because, that's all that's in the news here lately. So, in world news, India's coronavirus lockdown leaves vast numbers stranded in Hungary. In the photo there, those are migrant workers at a park in New Delhi. Last week, the shutdown of businesses across India that employed migrants has swelled in the number of homeless people. One of the biggest migrations in India's modern history, hundreds of thousands of migrant laborers have begun long journeys on foot to get home, having been rendered homeless and jobless by Prime Minister Modi's nationwide lockdown to contain the spread of the coronavirus. With businesses shut down in cities across the country, vast numbers of migrants, many of whom lived and ate where they worked, were suddenly without food and shelter. Soup kitchens in Delhi, the capital, have been overwhelmed. So far, more than a dozen migrant laborers have lost their lives in different parts of the country as they try to return to their home, hospital officials said. Thousands of migrants in Delhi, including whole families, packed their pots, pans, and blankets into rucksacks, some balancing children on their shoulders as they walked along interstate highways. Some planned to walk hundreds of miles, but as they reached the Delhi border, many were beaten back by the police. So put yourself in those shoes. So think about that the next time you complain that you're bored at home. Guys, there's lots of worse situations in the world. I mean, boredom is a thing too, but just think how blessed you are. Okay, moving on. National news. Coronavirus live updates. 200,000 Americans could die, warned top health officials. President Trump extended social distancing guidelines to April 30th as cases in the U.S. topped 140,000. The doctors advising him said without any restrictions on movement that more than 1 million Americans could die. Right now, Seattle, once home to the largest outbreak in the United States, has seen a decline in transmissions after imposing strict containment strategies. Two of the top doctors advising President Trump on the coronavirus pandemic warned on Sunday that as many as 200,000 Americans could die during the outbreak, even with much of the country already under stay-at-home orders and practicing social distancing. What does that mean for us? We don't know yet. Obviously, with social distancing on guidelines to April 30th, we're supposed to come back to school right after spring break. They haven't said anything either way yet, so we're just going to have to watch and see what happens with that. I'm sure an announcement will come sometime this week, as most schools are supposed to go back while we're going on spring break. So we will stay tuned, and obviously I'll keep you updated on that. But in local news, this is kind of cool. So Battelle is a big company here. It's down by campus, Ohio State campus. And the FDA just approved of Battelle's mask sterilizing technology at full capacity. So earlier in the weekend, they had only approved them at making 10,000 masks a day. And so now the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved Columbus-based Battelle system that can decontaminate thousands of masks a day, according to a statement from the company. Battelle told 10 TV on Sunday night that the approval for the use of the technology at full capacity. According to a press release sent Sunday night from Battelle, the company's CCDS critical care decontamination system is now operating at Battelle's West Jefferson, Ohio facility. The facility is capable of decontaminating up to 80,000 respirator masks per system each day using concentrated vapor phase hydrogen peroxide. According to a Sunday night statement from Ohio Governor Mike DeWine's office, Battelle intends to send one machine to New York City and one to Stony Brook, New York. Machines will also be dispatched to the state of Washington. So that is awesome news that we can get the mask into the hands of our frontline folks, the nurses and the doctors and the patient care folks and grocery store workers, such as some of yourselves, and that kind of thing. So that's exciting. And I took out the numbers down there, but I did put them on a separate slide because they were getting to be a little much. So here's our daily numbers for coronavirus. Obviously, today's haven't been released yet, but as of yesterday, Sunday, 1,653 cases. Saturday, 1,486. And Friday, obviously, I don't have Friday's numbers, Friday morning, 1,137. So as you can see, those numbers are continuing to increase. I do this so that we can watch what those are and watch when they start to decline. So that's kind of the whole point of me sharing these numbers with you guys. So I hope you have a happy Monday. I've posted stuff for all of you in Classroom. If you have any questions, please, please, please sign up for Remind. Send me a text. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Hopefully you all did your work. I will be doing all of the grading this morning for last week's work, and any thing that you're missing from the third 9 weeks. I've got to have those grades in by noon. So that's obviously top priority. And then I'll work on grading this stuff this afternoon, and if I don't finish, then tomorrow morning. Okay, have a great week, you guys. If you need me, reach out. I'm available. You can email me. I'm a little slower to respond at those than I am a text. Anyhow, have a great day. Talk to you guys later. See ya.